Hi, my name is Andrea Schklar. I'm the Assistant Director of the DBT Program at the adult campus of Skyland Trail. And today we're going to talk a little bit about radical acceptance, which is a pivotal skill in the reality acceptance skill set in the distress tolerance module of DBT. Radical acceptance is really a tough skill for a lot of people, mostly because you're using it when you're in high levels of distress because it becomes difficult to figure out how to tolerate reality as it is. And so there's a couple of clarifications I often offer to clients when we're learning about radical acceptance. One being the name of the skill, radical acceptance. It's kind of a misnomer in some ways because there's a connotation with the word acceptance that indicates that you're going to be approving of whatever is happening. And that doesn't have to be the case. Marsha Linehan, who created DBT, has a bit of a formula for reality acceptance skills. And what she says is pain plus non-acceptance equals suffering. Right. And so she conceptualizes of pain as an inevitability, right? Everybody in life experiences pain. And it's whether or not we choose to accept reality as it is that can lead us to suffering, which Marcia conceptualizes as a choice, right? And so we have to choose whether or not we want to experience suffering by indicating whether or not we're going to accept reality as it is, as opposed to pushing back on reality. This is not saying that reality is not meant to be painful as a skill. It's acknowledging that reality is, in a lot of ways, going to be really painful. And if we can accept that, we can move towards problem solving within the reality that we have. So, when we think about the process of practicing radical acceptance, there are a lot of things that could get in the way. Mostly it's us as individuals that get in the way when we're practicing radical acceptance. The easiest cue I can point to are the should statements we offer ourselves. Things shouldn't be this way, right? This is not how it's supposed to be. Those are indicators, at least to me, that we're not accepting reality as it is. We're trying to put our version of perfection or our anticipation of reality onto our experience of reality, which leads to some suffering. Part of accepting reality is at least allowing ourselves to experience the emotions associated with that reality. The goal is not to invalidate whatever emotions show up, and to say I shouldn't be feeling this in response to the situation. It's to say, yeah, this situation sucks and it's okay to feel uncomfortable, sad, grief, whatever, alongside acceptance of reality. So there's a lot of benefit to practicing this skill in real time when traumas or challenges show up. And I realize it's not the easiest and most approachable skill to start with for a lot of folks until you get comfortable practicing reality acceptance skills with things that are a little bit smaller. Thanks for talking to me a little bit about the reality acceptance skill set. I think this skill is super important, especially for those learning DBT, because it's in the distress tolerance module. Pain in life is inevitable. We've all got a lot of pain to manage, and ultimately we want to decrease the experience of suffering because that suffering is a choice, right? And so choosing to accept reality as it is decreases our experience of suffering.